Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. I'm back on my phone today. I'll tell you, although I feel so much better starting to talk about these things more openly because, being working from home and being a stay-at-home dad at the same time, I don't get out a whole lot, and that's not a sympathy vote. I love being at home. I love being a stay-at-home dad. I love being an entrepreneur. But one of the downsides is that I don't always get a chance to really explore some of these topics, and that doesn't allow me to really focus them and codify them in my head. And this is such a cathartic experience getting back to talking, just opening up conversations, and that's one of the reasons why I'm such a proponent for mental health. I do know that coming up right away is Bell's Let's Talk Day, and while I'm not a big fan of Bell and how they have created a performative event out of this need for conversation, anything that gets the conversation continuing is one that I will, however, get behind. So make sure that you are getting out, checking on your friends, talking to each other. I've got so many friends that are going through so much because it seems like as we start to get to this half-century point, we're finding that the midlife crisis isn't really midlife anymore. It's just life. I think it's a product of our world, but be that as it may, it's a beautiful day. The other thing I've noticed is that I've personally gotten to that half-century mark. It's, a couple of weeks after about a week after my 51st birthday. And these weather changes are wreaking havoc on my head. I got up today, got the kids. I had a hard time sleeping last night. I got the kids off to school this morning, and then I went and did a repair for a local school. And then I had to come home and come back to bed because I can't focus. My head is my head is going to explode. That's what I'm getting to. So sorry about that. So I'm going to just make this a short video today. I'm going to do a reading from NorthWord Volume 5, Issue number 4. I believe that this one was edited by Mr. William Collins, who also recently had a birthday. It's the humor issue. I'm so happy to see so many of my friends featured in these devices. So many people, so many good community members, not just art supporters, but active growers of our community. And by our community, I mean community of people who dwell in the North, that are featured in these books. So this is issue number 28. The guest editor was Will Collins, and it's the humor issue, and I did a piece called Humor. And here how it goes. Humor. Historically, humor referred to each of the 4 chief fluids of the body: blood, phlegm, yellow bile, choler, and black bile, melancholy. They were thought to determine a person's physical and mental qualities by the relative proportions in which they were present. How such an analytical sense of balance and bodily measure came to now be applied to what we think of as humor doesn't seem congruous, except that when the humors are out of balance, the spirit and body reflect it. Aside from letting of blood, naught will bring them back into balance but the judicious application of humor, whereby the subject inhales the smoke of the opium flower, or is cajoled into releasing their bile through hale and hearty laughter. Laughter, being the best of medicine, restores balance, and thus humors are restored. Think on this when next your spirit is heavy and your body tired. We've learned more about the dangers of bloodletting and inhaling smoke, but laughter is still powerful medicine. Love you all. Be kind to each other. We'll talk again soon.